Hi everyone, welcome back to Saheb Academy. Today in this video we are going to talk about this money measurement concept that we have in accounting, which is really simple. So I'm not going to take much of your time, let's just directly understand this. What this concept says is that whatever transactions or events you want to record in accounting, those have to be measurable in monetary terms, in terms of dollars, rupees, pounds, reals, or whatever the currency is. It should be measurable, quantifiable in monetary terms. If that's possible, then only you can record such transactions or events in the accounting records, and then it will be reflected in the financial statements. And if it is not possible to do so, if it is not possible to measure the transaction or events in monetary terms, it's not possible, then you cannot record it in accounting records and it will not be reflected in financial statements. That's all basically this concept says. See here, as per this concept, only those transactions which can be measured in terms of money are recorded, and transactions which could not be quantified in monetary terms are not recorded in the financial statements, period. Yeah, you got it? Right. Now the examples of such transaction, non-quantifiable in monetary terms transactions are, see here, events or transaction, whatever you want to call it, employee skill level, yeah, how good your employees are. It matters a lot in the business, but still it cannot be quantified in the monetary terms, so it will not be recorded in the accounting records. Again, see here, working atmosphere of the business, it matters a lot, yeah, the working condition of the employees. And then see here, product quality and durability, this also is very important, right? It's very important because this is the main thing of the business, what your business is offering, the products and services. The quality and the durability of that, it's very essential. But still it is not quantifiable in monetary terms, it will not be reflected in the financial statements. Resignation of key person such as CEO, right, managing director or whatever it is, such persons are leaving the company, then that is also a considerate impact, right? It has a considerate impact on the company, the operations of the company, but still it will not be recorded in the financial statements. Same with the safety measure within the company to prevent any hazard, yeah, it's very important. And then unfavorable government policy, yeah, this is a threat actually to the business, right? If any policy comes of the government which is affecting unfavorably on your business, such as for example the taxes are increased, or maybe in your industry some licensing has come, right? If such thing happens, then there is a threat to your business, but still those things will not be recorded in the financial statement because it cannot be quantified in monetary terms. You cannot measure these things in the terms of money. You cannot do that, right? So see here, this means that the focus of accounting transactions is on quantitative information, numbers. It's all dependent upon the numbers. Yeah, more importance is given to the numbers in accounting. Yeah, because in accounting what we do, we play with the numbers. Yeah, we just record that, summarize that and all that, rather than on qualitative information. Thus, a large number of items are never recorded in the financial statements, but certain disclosures might be done in the notes to financial statements. Of course, these things will not be directly recorded in the accounting records, but these things have considerate impact on the running of the business and also the future of the business. So that is why what the management does is, management disclose these things, important things, whatever they feel are material, are important, those things will be disclosed in some explanatory material, okay, that's called as notes to financial statement, okay, supplementary notes. In there it will be mentioned, okay, because it will be easier for the user of financial statement. See here, if you're reading the financial statements, okay, if you're seeing the financial statements and then some additional notes are provided, okay, these things are there, these things have happened, right? It will be easier for you, it will assist you to understand the financial statements better because you know these additional things, right? So additional things will be disclosed, okay, it will be mentioned in the notes to financial statement. That's what that basically means. Fine. And then there is also this uniform currency. See here, measuring unit for money is taken as the currency of the ruling country. For example, if your company is headquartered in India, then when you will prepare the financial statement, in which currency will you prepare? In the Indian rupees, okay? So that's the thing. If a company deals internationally, then all the value of foreign transaction needs to be converted into one uniform currency. As I said, for example, if your company is headquartered in India, then your main currency is Indian rupees. So if you have any international transaction in euro, in dollars, in pounds or whatever it is, all the value of such transaction needs to be converted into one uniform currency, and then you will record in the accounting records. Is that okay? So this is the thing. Okay, you should have one uniform currency in which the financial statements will be prepared. Is that okay? So basically what money measurement concept says, whatever you want to record in accounting, it has to be quantifiable in monetary terms. That's all it is. Okay, that's the money measurement concept. Okay, that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Bye.